Hey everyone, today we have another short class which we're going to split into two. The first half of our class is going to be really slow, gentle movement. The second half of our class is going to be a seated meditation. I love these sorts of practices because we get to ease ourselves into it. We get to move our body around. We get to move some energy through before sitting down in stillness and gaining a deeper understanding of what's going on for us. You might like to bring in a block or a bolster, something to lift your hips up onto when we do sit down. You can also sit down on a chair if that's what you prefer. And if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to this channel. I would also love to hear from you. So leave a comment down below letting me know how you found this practice. Let's get started in a standing position. So come to the top of your mat. Feet underneath the hips, soft bend of the knees, lifting up nice and tall, rolling the shoulders back and down, bringing hands down by your sides. You can also bring maybe one hand onto the belly, one hand onto the heart, taking 3 slow breaths in and out through the nose. As you inhale through the nose, can you feel your breath come into your belly, your ribs, and your upper chest? As you exhale through the nose, feeling the breath come out, feeling the lungs get smaller, the belly softens in, the ribs come together, the chest softens. Taking another 2 breaths like this. Feeling the feet on the earth, feeling a lift through the crown of the head. If you've got your hands on your body, just release them down by your sides. Inhale, lift your shoulders up to your ears. As you exhale, slide them down the back body. Try 2 more breaths like this. Big circles with the shoulders. One more. Breathe in, lift the arms up above your head. Little squeeze of the glutes. Maybe you open your back slightly. As you exhale, take your hands wide. Soft bend of the knees. Hinge from the hips. Fold forward. Uttanasana. You might have a big bend of your knees here or a small bend. Just try keep them bent for the first few rounds. Rise up through standing. Breathe in. Push your feet down. Rise the arms up. As you exhale, let it go. Hinge from your hips. Dive it down. Few more like this. Feeling this movement along the spine, starting to wake your body up a little more. Two more. How big of a circle can you make with your arms on the way down? Taking up space, taking up energy. One more. At the bottom, hold. You might bend one knee. And then bend the other knee. Getting into the backs of the legs a little more, hamstrings, calves, releasing down the back body, all the way up into the back of the head. Walk your hands up to your shins, lift halfway, breathe and lengthen the spine, hold here. Soft bend of the knees, squeeze your shoulder blades back, lengthen your arms, reach the crown of the head forwards. Hold for another breath in. As you exhale, hands come to the ground. Step your left foot back. Left knee comes down. Anjaneyasana. Breathe in as you lift your arms up high. As you exhale, a little soften of your hips forward. Relax the shoulders. Feeling this stretch down the front of the left hip, through the spine. Take another breath in. As you exhale, shift your hips back. Fingertips come to the ground, framing out your front foot. Ardha Hanumanasana, half monkey pose. Bend your right knee here. You might take a little shift from side to side. Okay, let's try that again. Breathe in, shift your weight forward. Right knee bends, lift the arms up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, shift your hips back. Fingertips come down. Exhale, fold. Draw the right toes towards you. Let's go one more. Breathe and shift forward. Scoop the arms up. Exhale, soften. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, let the upper body go. Shift your weight forward, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee off the ground. Shift to the left side of your mat, wide-legged forward fold. Just make sure the toes are now facing the left side. Relax the head, bend the knees. You might bend one knee a little more and then shift to the other side. Getting a little bit more into the adductors, the insides of the legs, as well as the hamstrings. Let's go one more breath. Come back through center. Slow rise up through standing. Dangle the arms down. Articulate the spine. Once you get to the top, breathe and reach your arms up. Turn your right toes to the front. Exhale, arms wide, setting up for Trikonasana. Inhale, push your hips to the back of the mat. Reach the right hand forward, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, right hand comes down to the shin, left hand high. Roll the left shoulder back. Soft bend of the right knee. Imagine like your inner thighs are trying to pull towards each other. Push your hips forward. Let's go one more breath. Bring your hands down to the ground. Frame out your right foot. Breathe in. As you exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Maybe you pedal out the feet here, dropping one heel down and then the other heel down. One more breath. Bend your knees, look forward, step your left foot in between your hands, lower your right knee down to the ground, setting up for the other side. Untuck your right toes, breathe in, lift your arms up. Exhale, open. So remember, we're sinking our hips forward slightly. We've still got a little bit of activeness through the left leg. So push the left foot into the ground. That's going to help activate through the quads and the glutes. Hold for your breath in. As you exhale, hinge your hips back. Hands come to frame out the leg. Long left leg, but bend your left knee. Might take a little shift from side to side here. Okay, let's try that again. Breathe in, shift forward, lift the arms up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, shift the arms back. Exhale, fold. One more time with your own breath. Shift your weight forward, bend the left knee, tuck your back toes, lift the right knee off the ground, breathe in. As you exhale, turn to the right side of your mat now, wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Hinge from the hips. Again, you might bend one knee a lot. And then shift to the other side. You can also add some twists here, maybe reaching one hand up to the sky. And then swapping to the other side. Fold forward again. Again, taking a slow rise up through standing. Dangle the arms, round the back. Head is heavy. Once you get to the top, breathe in, lift your arms up. Turn your left toes to the front. Exhale, arms in line with shoulders. Push your hips to the back of the mat. Reach your left hand forward, breathe in. As you exhale, left hand comes down to the shin. Little squeeze of the glutes, roll your right shoulder back. We want to keep the spine long, so if you need to, bring your left hand up a little higher. One more breath. Frame out your front foot, inhale. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Use your next breath in, roll forward, high plank. Knees or toes, chaturanga, come down onto your belly. Cobra, let's start with our hands slightly more forward of the shoulders. Squeeze your glutes, breathe in. You might keep the elbows more bent or you could lengthen them. Exhale, lower down. 2 more, you can walk your hands back a little bit if you want. Maintaining shoulders down the back body. 1 more. Child's pose, hands by the ribs. Push up onto your knees, breathe in. Breathe out, hips to heels. Maybe you shimmy your hips side to side. Feeling the connection of the hands, maybe the forehead on the ground. Pressing into the space of the third eye. The third eye being a place which allows us to see the truth within ourselves, allows us to see the truth within our world. Let's rise up into our tabletop. Slide your knees in. We're going to sit down. So use your block, your bolster. Sit up into a chair if you would prefer. If you wanted to sit on the ground as well, you can absolutely do that. You might be cross-legged. You could be kneeling. It's whatever feels comfortable for you. There's no right or wrong. Once you do find your seat, lift up nice and tall. It's the same roll of the shoulders down, but we're not flaring out the ribs too much. So a little tuck of them in. Slight tuck of the chin towards the chest. Softening the eyebrows and the eyelids. Relaxing the jaw, teeth part, the tops of the teeth, the bottom of the teeth. Tongue rests lightly against the roof of the mouth behind the tops of the teeth. You might watch the breath here as it comes in and out through the nose. Very slowly, subtly. You shouldn't be able to hear it unless maybe you have a cold. And for the next few minutes, as we sit in stillness together, You're just going to observe what pops up in your mind for you. Not necessarily holding our attention to our breath. We're just letting thoughts come in, but we're becoming aware of them. What's taking up space within our mind, within our energy. And try to notice these without any judgment or attachment. And just slowly coming back to the breath. Maybe taking a slightly deeper breath in, filling up the belly. slow exhale through the nose. And before we finish our practice, I wanted to read this quote from a book I'm reading at the moment called Journal of a Solitude. And it reads, "I'm here alone for the first time in weeks to take up my real life again at last. That is what is strange, that friends, even passionate love, are not my real life unless there is time alone in which to explore and to discover what is happening or has happened. Without the interruptions, nourishing and maddening, this life would become arid. Yet I taste it fully only when I am here alone." And I thought that was a beautiful quote to share about how meditation and practices that allow us to be in stillness and to notice what's going on helps us to reflect on what's been going on so that we can really participate in the rest of our life with more attention, with more intention and presence. Let's finish here with a breath. Breathing in through the nose, soft sigh out of the mouth. Thank you, my friends. I hope you enjoyed today's practice. Again, give this video a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you. And if you wanted some longer, more exclusive content, then you can head to our Patreon account. I'll leave the link down below. See you again next time.